Welcome to Dsme English Conversation. In today's lesson, we will be studying about resolving conflicts. Now, let's look at the background first. Okay, Nelson Albertson of Company W and Chan Jung of Dsme are having a meeting to discuss delays in the production of Hull 799, which is a ro-ro car carrier ship. They have worked before. Imagine that you are in a situation similar to Nelson and Chanjong. One of you will be the ship owner, and the other will be the employee. The employee must deliver the bad news to the ship owner, and the ship owner in turn will file a complaint to the SME employee. So then the SME employee must try to reassure the ship owner. Remember to be polite and professional in your discussion. Now, let's look at the 4 key expressions used in the conversation. First, due to means because of someone or something. Due to the heavy rain last night, we canceled our vacation trip. Next, on schedule means on time. The bus was on schedule as usual. Next key expression is at least. We can say at least 3 months, at least 2 months, at least 1 hour. For example, it will take at least 2 days to fix the house. Great. Okay. Now let's look at the last expression. Possibly longer means it can take longer than expected. The operation took 2 hours, and it can take possibly longer next time. Okay, now we've looked through some of the key expressions in part 1, which is delivering the bad news to the contractor. Now let's look at the original dialogue of the conversation. This is a conversation spoken by Chanjong. Well, due to unforeseen problems in supply and procurement, we predict that we will not be able to complete a project on schedule. Our teams tell me that the project will be delayed at least 3 months, possibly longer. Okay, great. Now it's your turn to create a sentence with the key expressions I have just explained. Mr. Kim, can you try and use these expressions? Okay, very good. Nice. You need to speak out louder and clearly. For example, introduce. Okay, good. Very good. Can you repeat after me? Introduce. Slowly, and there's the accent at the last syllable of the vocabulary. Sorry, first syllable of the vocabulary. Introduce. Okay, good. Very excellent. All right. This part is easy. Now, we're going to move on to the second part. Part 2. Reacting to the contractor. Now, there are also 4 expressions we will be looking into in the dialogue. Okay, so the first key expression is search for Avenues means street. Okay, so avenue here means ways, solutions, ways out. All right. For example, TFT team will search for other avenues to fix the machine. All right. Now, next expression, work around the clock means continuously work on. For example, the police worked around the clock to catch the thief. All right. Next expression, speed up the process means things are going well or sometimes slow, so you want to make it go faster. You want to proceed and make things happen. Okay? Things seem to be quite slow and dull. All right. So, for example, in order to speed up the process of cooking, we used microwave instead of gas oven. Okay, cool. Now, next expression, I can assure you. I can assure you means I can promise you. I can give you confidence. For example, I can assure you that everything will be all right. Okay, that was not so difficult, was it? Now, before we create our own sentences, Mr. Kim, we're going to look into the dialogue once again and check out how it is used in the conversation. Okay. I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. We have already begun searching for other avenues in terms of supply. Also, our procurement teams are working around the clock to find ways to speed up the process. So let me assure you that we are doing everything in our power to solve this problem. Okay, good. Okay, looks like we've covered the key expressions. Oh, now it's your turn, Mr. Kim. Let's try to make the sentences with the key expressions again. And at the end, we will summarize all the sentences. We will summarize the entire story using these sentences. Okay? Now, your turn. Yes, that's very good. Very good. Okay. You're doing very well every day, improving step by step. Looks like you've been putting a lot of effort into studying the English. Okay, now it looks like we've covered the key expressions and phrases used in today's dialogue. That's all for today's lesson. Are there any questions before we finish? I hope you can use some of these words and expressions in your daily conversation at the office. See you next time!